Here we go. Week 11. Quarterback start sits. This was a. We were pretty good on this one last week.
Yeah, hey,
I think we kind of.
my horn.
Still ain't got no dang horn.
Dang it!
Somebody comment below where we can get a horn.
Right.
So we can toot that bad mamma jamma.
Hey.
I mean,
exactly.
we don't like to embellish anything, but we did pretty good on the starts of the week. Some of them were a little crazy. Getting to week 11, it's kind of hard to be super crazy because you're running out of options.
Right.
But, you got, Jacoby Brissett, who we've talked about in past weeks. He's on a bye. You got Josh McCown, who've had as a start the past few weeks. He's on a bye. Cam Newton's out this week.
Yeah.
Nobody really starting the San Francisco guys. I don't think so.
No.
Unless you're like a diehard San Fran. Say that fast. San Fran fan.
And
San Fran fan.
I just realized McCown and Cam, that's my two starting quarterbacks.
You got a problem this week.
I got an issue.
You need to go watch our waiver wire show.
Exactly. Whoa.
That's right. Welcome to the next episode of Fantasy Headliners. We'll get you some quarterbacks here to start or sit.
Yeah.
We're going to kind of mix it up. We're not going to go all starts, all sits. We're going to just kind of let it flow.
Exactly.
Sometimes this stuff can kind of work together.
Yeah.
And that way we're not going back and forth and talking about stuff. We're streamlining it for y'all.
Yeah. We freestyling.
We're freestyling it. Just off the top.
Exactly.
I mean, my paper's blank. His computer's not even on. It's a prop.
It's a prop, baby. America.
Struggle is real.
Yeah, it is.
I got some notes. I'm not just winging it.
Yeah, we're just playing. I didn't charge it up. So.
That's right. Hey, but no, we appreciate you guys watching. We appreciate all the support. Make sure you're hitting that like button for us.
Yes.
We'll keep getting you some good names.
Yep.
So we're going to keep it rolling. Who's the first quarterback, necessarily not start or sit, but who's the first quarterback on your list?
Okay, this is what I'm gonna give you a name. Now, I was gonna let you guess, but you can probably
I can see your paper, so I can see it.
Yeah, but Kirk Cousins against the Saints, no bueno, none whatsoever. Sit Kirk this week. The Saints are starting to look like the Chicago Bears back in the '80s. Mm-hmm. It's just ridiculous. I mean, Marshawn Lattimore's he's probably gonna win. Defensive Rookie of the Year, without a doubt. And then Kirk Cousins, that whole offense, man, it's struggling right now.
Oh, just a little bit.
Oh, man. No running back. No, Vernon Davis is pretty good.
That's about it, though.
Exactly.
Crowder's been
iffy.
Up and down.
And, it's sad because, we were high on Kirk coming in this year. But not this week. That's a bad matchup.
That's right. That's the importance of an offensive coordinator right there.
Yeah, man. That's McVay.
McVay was Kirk Cousins.
Agreed.
And now you're seeing the transition. I'm not going to get too far into it because we'll get into it later. But where McVay goes, the quarterback success follows.
That's true.
McVay left Cousins.
Yeah.
So did the success.
Yes. It's terrible. But, yeah, I don't like Kirk at all this week. So...
Just cross him off, Mac.
Mark him off.
Mark him off. Done. Dead to me.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go right into who we were just talking about then.
Okay.
The success that Sean McVay had with Kurt, he packed up into his luggage and he took with him to L.A. And now all of a sudden Jared Goff looks like what Kirk Cousins was in years past.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, I tore Jared Goff a new one in the preseason.
Yeah.
But I've admitted I was wrong. He went from being a laughingstock to, he's pretty decent. Then he went to a matchup-dependent start, and now he's borderline weekly start. The dude is 17 touchdowns to 4 interceptions for the year, which is way improved from last year. The number one scoring offense in the game. They got big play threats everywhere.
Yeah.
Sammy only catches touchdowns now. That's all he does.
Yeah.
Robert Woods looks like the reincarnation of
Jerry Rice.
Something. I mean, he's out there running for 94-yard scores like it's nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, they went from a quiet first half, and they put up, points in bunches.
Yeah, man.
I mean, Gurley's running with confidence. That whole offense just looks great. Cooper Kupp is not even getting that, great numbers, but he's another consistent guy they got. I mean, it's just That's true. No matter who they throw out there, Kupp, Sammy's not too involved, but when they do call his number, He's producing.
Yeah.
It's only one catch a game, but it's for a touchdown. It's crazy. I mean, just to think that we're talking about the LA Rams and the offense.
Right.
In the same sentence. We're like, what's going on? But they're for real.
Oh, yeah.
And they got a tough matchup this week. They're going to Minnesota. Xavier Rhodes was banged up a little bit this past week, but I'm starting Jared Goff third week in a row.
Hey, that's ballsy.
I get
I'm
going bold. I've kind of gone from making fun of the dude for like 4 straight weeks to there's some legit respect for this dude.
Okay.
Okay, whatever. Moving on.
Well, no.
If you say so.
But since we're keeping up with the bold theme.
Way bold.
I see your Goff.
Oh, okay.
And I raise you either Drew Stanton.
Stanton?
Yeah.
You don't even know his name. That's how far he's on the depth.
Exactly. I mean,
just started.
Yeah.
Or if his jersey's red, just put him in.
Hey, let him play.
He deserves a chance to play. Everybody else does.
Or Gabbert, man. I mean, I don't know. It just depends on the injury. I think Drew banged up his knee, if I'm not mistaken. So it just depends. But the reason why I say that is they're going against the Texans. I mean, you can go back 3 weeks ago. Every week, every quarterback that's played against Houston now that they're kind of depleted, in their defensive front and secondary, QBs have averaged about 300 yards a game against these guys. And, man, I don't know. Whichever one is going to play, I think they'll have a decent game. I'm not saying they're going to throw 300. Mm-hmm. They'll be serviceable. And then, in turn, you got guys like J.J. Nelson, AP, the great Larry Fitzgerald. Mm-hmm. All these guys, man, I really see them having a really decent game.
It's possible.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it's scary. Blaine Gabbert looked great in the preseason.
Yep.
It's kind of hard to forget the Blaine Gabbert of old, though.
Well, true.
But he does. He looks a lot better. It is. It's ballsy.
Hey, this will win some people some money this week.
I'm going to put it this way. If you start one of these guys and you win, you have bragging rights for a year.
Yes.
If you start one of these guys and they bomb,
well,
what happened was
exactly
this dude on YouTube told me to start him.
Right.
But, I mean, hey, lightning in a bottle. Did anybody, think Goff was going to do this? What if Blaine Gabbert or somebody's the next Jared Goff?
Hey.
He's probably not, but what if he is?
I mean, go back and look at the tape from last week.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Give it a shot. Roll the dice. Not in your direction.
Right.
All right, well, I'm going to go with another guy then since hey, let's just go down the bottom of the rankings here.
That's right.
I'm going Blake Bortles this week.
All right.
I'm not going to tell you yet whether I'm going to start him or sit him.
Okay.
Because that name is heard by a lot of people, and they're like,
wait a minute.
Obviously, I'm going to sit Blake Bortles.
Yeah.
They're going to Cleveland. Cleveland's run D is a little bit better than its passing D.
Okay.
Blake Bortles had 51 pass attempts last week. Mm-hmm. For some reason, they're not off the Fournette bandwagon.
Right.
But they have limited the Fournette bandwagon. Maybe D.D. Westbrook comes back this week. Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe. I mean, not that he's going to save the offense, but that's another weapon. I'm starting Blake Bortles this week.
Wow.
Which I know. That is crazy.
Right.
But everybody said we were crazy when we started Jacoby Brissett and Josh McCown a couple weeks ago.
And look what happened.
And Josh, this is this week's Josh McCown. Blake Bortles, they're throwing the ball again. They'll have Lee. I know Hearns got banged up. If Hearns is there, Westbrook. Mm-hmm. I mean, heck, you still got Ivory and Fournette and Yeldon. Plenty of options. Plenty of options to go around. Who?
Mercedes Lewis.
Who? He's played like one game all year. Had 3 touchdowns and that was it. But no, Blake Bortles, need a streamer.
Yeah.
Want a good DFS play? Not too many people starting Blake Bortles.
No? Well,
I will.
One guy that I think a lot of people started this past week, but I'm going to tell you, don't do it this week. That's Marcus Mariota. It's not a good matchup. Going against the Steelers, that defense is steadily improving. And I know, Hayden is out. He'll probably be out for a couple of weeks. But, I mean, still, they've got so many different pieces in that defense. Artie Burns is on one side. You got Shazier just tearing up the middle. I mean, it's crazy, man. They're not on the tier, maybe like 95. You know what I mean? Some of those dominant Steeler defenses, but they're in the top 5. I don't see many defenses that I would put above them. Jacksonville, of course, you know what I mean? But the Saints are up in there, but the Steelers are tough.
It hurts with Joe Hayden.
It does. But again, I mean, who's Mariota going to throw it to? I mean, they've got Corey Davis.
They better throw it to Corey Davis.
Well,
I've told a lot of people to pick up Corey Davis or start Corey Davis, so they better start throwing to Corey Davis.
I mean,
he was this close to a touchdown this week.
Yeah.
He Des Bryanted it. Got to control it.
Yeah.
Control it, big man.
But, again, I mean, it's possible, but I just don't see him having much success. And the Steelers, it depends on the game flow as well. We thought this past week when they played the Colts that it was going to be just a blowout.
Not so much.
Not so much. I don't know what happened to Le'Veon, but
Joe Mixon's in his head.
Right.
That's all I got. What else would it
be? But again, I just don't think Mariota is going to be a good option this week.
No. Yep. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. How's the name Drew Brees sound?
Well,
this year's Drew Brees.
This year's Drew Brees for
at home versus Washington. It sounds like you're like, I gotta start Drew Brees, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit Drew Brees this week.
Yeah.
For the simple fact that they have turned into a run-heavy team that has gone from having a run attempt one every like 20 passes to now they're getting like one every 6. I mean, it's like they are running the ball like crazy.
Yeah.
With Kamara and Ingram. I don't even have it in front of me, and I should because I should know this off the top of my head. Some dude had like a 45-yard run for the Saints. I don't even know who the heck he was. I'm like, where did he come from? It's like anybody who touches the ball in that backfield scores touchdowns.
Except Adrian Peterson.
Except him.
And that's the weirdest thing. I don't understand.
So now that he left, now they run the ball 35 times a game.
It's crazy.
I don't get it.
It's weird.
But, I mean, even if he wasn't a part of their plans, Kamara is a stud.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a definite PPR stud. I had somebody complaining to me on my phone about Alvin Kamara in the first quarter and how mad he was because he just traded for Alvin Kamara and he's so mad he hadn't turned out. And, of course, I lost this trade. Yeah, Kamara ended up with like 20-some points. I'm pretty sure you did just fine.
Yeah.
So Alvin Kamara is a stud. Drew Brees isn't having to throw. Plain and simple. You know how many times he's gone over 300 yards this year? This is Drew Brees we're talking about.
Yeah.
Twice.
Wow.
He's only gone over 300 yards twice all year. They just don't have to throw it very much.
No.
Drew's kind of losing a step here and there. Not all the throws are right on as they used to be.
Yeah.
But, they're making it work. And that team is just super confident right now.
Yeah. I would have never thought that we would be seeing the Eagles, the Rams, and the Saints. Are like the top one, three of the top teams. But, and speaking of the Rams, their opponent this week, their quarterback is a start for me, and that's Case Keenum. Yeah.
What if it's Teddy?
I wouldn't. Only reason I say, and I like Teddy more so than I do Case, but the thing is, Teddy's got to get the rhythm back, and who knows how that injury is affecting him mentally. I like Bridgewater, man. I think he's a phenomenal guy on and off the field. But man, that from what the reports were saying, everything, it was a gruesome, incident. So who knows, his mentality. So, but if it's Case Keenum and they saying that that he's going to play, I would definitely roll him out. Adam Thielen, man, looked crazy. I mean, it was just like he was catching everything, thrown his way.
Having him on one side and Diggs on the other is a pretty good.
And you still got Rudolph, which they're not really involving him like they should. I mean, he's stepping back, being more of a blocking tight end. Occasionally they'll throw it to him, but man, his offense. Just imagine if they still had Dalvin. It'd be ridiculous.
They got highly drafted receivers that they don't even use.
Yeah.
Michael Floyd not doing much. Laquan Treadwell.
Exactly.
They don't even need him.
Don't even need him. Mm-mm. So, Case Keenum would be a good option this week.
Hashtag rich kid problems in Minnesota.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've ever done a hashtag with my fingers like that.
That's pretty good,
like that? I saw it on Saturday Night Live or something. I don't know. I didn't come up with it myself. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Case Keenum, if he gets to start, he's been playing great. There's no reason for him not to start. He's not doing anything that would say he should lose his job.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they'll just take their time. They're still winning, so you just stay with what you got. I'm going to go out to the West Coast. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say Derek Carr this week. Coming off a bye week at home against New England. He's had 3 straight games over 300 yards.
Yeah.
They're having to throw a little bit more. Marshawn's not getting a huge workload. Starting to get some touchdowns before the bye week. But, Derek Carr has been great the last few weeks coming back from his back injury against New England, who's going to score points, so they're going to have to keep up with him.
Right.
New England's secondary still isn't elite by any means. I'm starting Derek Carr this week.
Yeah.
He's got the potential for a 300-yard, 3-touchdown type game, and he can get you by on a bye week, or heck, if he's been sitting on your bench, perfect opportunity for Derek Carr.
Would this also be a Cooper week?
I don't know.
That's a tough one.
Cooper's only had 1 week.
Yeah.
Here's his week 11. Mm-hmm. He allocated the Heather bye, so he's had 1 out of 9. It's not a great percentage.
Right.
Do I think another Cooper game is coming? Another Cooper game will happen before the end of the year.
Yeah.
If it's this week or not, kind
of hard to say.
I would like to say yes against New England.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a good chance it could happen this week, but I have a feeling this may be multiple touchdowns Michael Crabtree week.
Yes. I like Alex Smith this week as a start. And just plain and simple because they're playing the Giants.
It doesn't matter who they are, what team they play for. If they're the number 1 ranked quarterback or the number 30th ranked quarterback.
Yes.
If they play the Giants, just start them.
Start them with confidence.
Yeah.
It's
especially your tight ends.
Oh, yeah.
Kelsey should have a great week.
Oh, man, you're looking into my other segment.
Oh, well,
But we'll say it again. But I agree, man. The thing is, the Giants haven't had a good showing since like week 6
of last year.
Right. It's just, man, it's horrible. I mean, you hate to see, professional organizations seem like they're packing it in. Mm-hmm. Everybody, man. I looked the other day, they were out there playing spades and,
I mean, they lost to the 49ers.
Man.
That's bad.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, so Alex Smith, I'm not saying he's going to throw for 400 yards, but, he's going to have a decent game.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to get that running game involved as well. But, yeah, Alex Smith will be a good option.
Yep. I got one last one here. I'm going Matt Stafford. He's going to be in Chicago, in the Windy City. Mm-hmm. We're approaching the winter months.
Yep.
Weather is unpredictable. It may be cold and snowy and rainy and disgusting in Chicago. You never know. That defense in Chicago is highly underrated.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of people look at their offense and the defense kind of gets, guilty by association. Right. But they're not that bad. No. I mean, they're not a horrible defense at all. Mm-hmm. And the way that Detroit's been playing lately, it's like they're either gangbusters or they're kind of mediocre.
Yep.
They're just not consistent. Playing outside in that weather in Chicago, too many variables. There's better options this week. I'd like to see that Tate's getting going, but when Tate got going, Marvin took a back seat. Mm-hmm. They just can't put it all together for multiple weeks at a time. 2 weeks ago was great. This week, back to being inconsistent again. Is Galladay involved? Is he not? I mean, Ebron got a touchdown this week.
Man.
Only thing Ebron catches is colds. He don't catch nothing anymore. All of a sudden, he's catching 30, 40-yard touchdowns. It's so up and down. There's no flow. Abdullah's great. Abdullah's bad. Abdullah's great. Abdullah's bad. And, I don't want that headache on Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't want all that, excitement to turn into gray hair. So I'm going to go away from Matt Stafford this week.
Yeah. That's Matt Stafford. I mean, last year he was phenomenal, man. But this year it's just
It's up and down. I mean, he'll throw for 400 yards one week and throw for 189 the next.
Yeah. They need Megatron back.
That's probably not happening.
Well, my last sit is going to be Andy Dalton. And it's going against the Broncos, but I honestly think that they're gonna put it together this week. Speaking of Denver, they've had a couple bad weeks. They just haven't been showing up, having that vigor, man.
How would you show up if Brock Osweiler was your quarterback?
Yeah, but
they got to show up every game going crap.
Right.
You have no chance.
Exactly. But again, I mean, a lot of times it flows from the defense. I mean, you got some of your great historic teams, man, that their offense wasn't that, phenomenal, but the defense was superb. So, but I think it's more of a pride thing now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I think they're gonna come out and just really have a good showing. And Andy Dalton, they don't have the weapons that they need going forward. Mixon's kind of been a disappointment this year. He was highly talented coming in, but he's not really doing a lot with the work that he's been given. AJ Green, if he can keep his head together and not,
call George St. Pierre on somebody.
Exactly. Which, he did, he had a decent game this past week, but I just don't see Andy Dalton really performing that well this week.
Yeah, and so you never know, though. I mean, going back to what we just talked about, Brock Osweiler, he may not even play this week. He may be wanted for, assault. Did you see what he did on that one scramble play? He was a scramble play to the left, and he was just throwing the ball out of bounds to get rid of it. Totally decked some dude right in the forehead.
Oh, man.
I mean, the ball bounced like 10 yards. Yeah, but, I mean,
remember that, huh?
It was legit. I mean, that was probably his best throw of the game. I mean, it was a laser beam right to somebody's forehead. It was impressive. But no, we appreciate it. This was our quarterback start sits for the week. Hopefully they were able to help you guys out. Make sure you comment below. Let us know if you have any other questions of somebody we didn't cover. We'll be sure to help you out. Make sure you're hitting that like button, following us on Twitter, emailing us, checking out our website, our rankings, whatever it is you guys do. Make sure you get in touch with us, and we'll do our best to answer every single question.
Yeah,
we appreciate y'all.
Yes, indeed.
Let's keep the good luck going.
Yes.
Right? Make sure you check out other videos. We got ones coming up for running backs, receivers, tight ends, and make sure you check out our waiver wire show if you haven't already. Even if these guys weren't scooped up on the waivers, they may still be out there and you can get them for free.
I like free.
If it's free, it's for me. All right, guys. You have a good one. We'll see you later.
Peace.